Earlier this week, Congressman Joaquin Castro described the president's threats to North Korea as reckless. He joins me live from Texas. Do you think the president is helping the situation, Congressman?
No, not at all. All of these inflammatory statements, I think, have just made the situation worse and really have given the United States and Guam and our allies high blood pressure and caused a lot of anxiety. It really makes people feel like we're living in the 1950s or 60s again, when that generation was going through the Cold War. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, because it's the weekend, the president will take a day off from Twitter and from press conferences and let everything calm down a bit.
Would it be better for the leadership of the country if the president just didn't address this at all?
I think it would for a while. I think that he should allow both the military to be prepared, of course, but also for the State Department and Rex Tillerson to allow their diplomats to do their work. I hope that there is a back channel of communication that is set up so that this thing doesn't escalate more.
The president today said that his belief was that the allies in Japan and South Korea, which of course would bear the worst brunt of any military activity, that they loved what he was doing, that they were happy about it, they never felt safer. Do you believe that's true?
I don't. And honestly, I don't think that he has his pulse on what the leaders or what the people of South Korea or Japan are thinking, and really has not demonstrated any effort in trying to understand what they're thinking. I mean, remember, last week, this administration accomplished something significant. They got the United Nations to put on North Korea the toughest sanctions that that country has ever seen. That's something that the administration can be proud of, that they achieved, and it's something that they should try to leverage on North Korea. But instead of doing that, every day he's either having a press conference where his statements get more inflammatory or going on Twitter to continue baiting Kim Jong-un.
Has the president's behavior and statements on this particular issue changed your assessment of his fitness for office?
You know, I think myself and many others would prefer somebody else be sitting in the Oval Office making these decisions with the nuclear codes. But Donald Trump was elected president of the United States by the American people last November, and we have to respect that. That said, I'd feel much more comfortable if it was another Republican even who was in this position.
Is there anything Congress can do as you watch this happen? I mean, obviously the president has the nuclear codes, and it's been the case since the 1940s. The president essentially has a unilateral ability to do that. He has a unilateral ability in practice to essentially order U.S. troops anywhere in the world. Do you think there's any reassessment happening in Congress of your role?
I think so. Now, remember, this is a Congress that for years has shirked its responsibility of drafting up a new AUMF, for example. So it very much has been a spectator to this kind of decision-making. But, you know, some of my colleagues today were saying that Paul Ryan should call the House back in session. Congress should have an active role in this discussion, most certainly because many folks don't trust the decision-making of the president. That means that others in government, including the legislative bodies, have to step in and take on a larger decision-making role.
Finally, would any military action in Venezuela, as the president floated as a possibility today, would that be constitutional? Does he have the authority under current authorization to do that?
Well, the War Powers Act, if we were going to be attacked, would give him the power to do that. But remember, in Venezuela, this is a place where we've not tried intense diplomacy even. And so I think my sense is that President Trump made that comment on the fly. I don't know how serious or not serious he was about it. But, you know, before you even talk about any kind of military action, we have to try diplomacy here.
All right, Congressman Joaquin Castro, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.